oversee the industrial design as well as the engineering teams for Humanscale. And that means that my team is involved in the process all the way from the very beginning of sketching and brainstorming ideas through designing for manufacturing and sustainability, and then designing for essentially ramping up towards production, right? All the way up until launch. So my role is to make sure that the design and engineering teams are given equal value, right? That we're paying close attention and holding importance to both, because it's one of the things that makes our Humanscale products unique, is the fact that we pay a lot of attention to the function of the product first and foremost, and the aesthetics will follow that. Oh, I absolutely believe so, yes. Especially when it comes to dealing with the human body, right? Especially in the modern workplace where we're stuck in front of technology, in front of the computer for long periods of time. A good ergonomic product can make the difference between a healthy lifestyle or an unhealthy and uncomfortable work experience. So I generally do believe that ergonomic comfort and robust solutions that support healthy lifestyles are important. Yeah, and designers have a big responsibility in that. Niels was a true industrial designer in the real sense of the word. He really believed in function first. He was a strong advocate and a proponent for that school of thought of solving function first, form follows function, and then having everything else follow from that. So making sure that you understand a problem, solve a real problem with simplicity, and aesthetics and style come after that. Not to say that they're not important, but they're not the most important thing. You should give equal attention to both. Yeah, we have a very stringent design for environment process, and we have a sustainability team that's dedicated to that, making sure that we're scrutinizing every decision that we're making from a materials standpoint, from a production methods standpoint, to minimize the impact as much as possible. Of course, there's always a carbon footprint with our products because we're extracting resources one way or another. We can minimize that, and then the amazing work that our sustainability team has done through hand printing programs where we're giving back to the planet in other ways, and doing that in a way that's quantifiable, so that we have the metrics for the imprint and the handprint in order to make sure that we're carbon negative or planet positive. Yeah. I can go on for a long time on that one, but I think one of the most meaningful, that again goes back to Niels' difference legacy, is the self-adjusting task chairs that Humanscale pioneered in the early 2000s, or I should say 1999 when we launched the Freedom Chair. Niels came up with this beautiful mechanism, what we call our gravity mechanism today, that self-adjusts to different body types in a way that's very inclusive. So you don't have to think about how to use the chair. It will simply adjust to you based on your weight and your body type. And that has been a revolution in task seating in a way that is now beginning to ripple through the industry, and people are recognizing how future-proof that idea was. I think the workspace design is going through a really interesting transition. There are, of course, more ways that people are working nowadays. Of course, the global pandemic changed work behaviors in many ways. There's work from home, there's work in the office, but work in the office has moved beyond the traditional workstation, and people want to have a bit more control, more agency over their environment, more adjustability, and they want to be able to move through different work modes or work typologies and be able to go from sit to stand anywhere in the station, in the office, and have products that can support that. So I think that going forward, we're going to see more and more products, and we're actively working on introducing products that service those spaces in a way that provides ergonomic well-being.